today we have an unboxing of the Power Rangers Lightning collection even, Pink Ranger 2-packs. We have in here Zeo Ranger 1 and Mighty Morphin Pink as Cat. So I'm just going to open it. So this is an unboxing and a review. So I'm just going to do that now. You need nails to do this. That's the only problem. Meanwhile, right, okay. Just waiting for the whole, 20 minutes later. Okay. So let's see what it comes with. So we have a blast effect and another blast effect. We have a ponytailed head and a kind of just, letting it all hang out, being pretty loose. Way I look at it personally is that the head should really be the other way around, but that's personal preference. So let's get out Lightning in Pink. Which the first thing I noticed from this is that she is actually a different shade of pink to the Kimberly release. I'm just going to flip her around. Articulation is exactly the same. There isn't really anything overly different to write home about. There is a little bit on mine of a paint bleed inside the holster, but not the end of the world. I'm pretty happy. There are sometimes some really weird inconsistencies with these, and she's a different shade of pink to the Kimberly release. The helmet is slightly different as well. What I find which is interesting is that, I don't know if you can see, the shade of pink on the arms versus the chest and the legs is different, which is fine. But how easy is it to take the head off and replace it? Surprisingly easy. There was very little friction there, which is good. So if you wanted to, I'm going to do my personal preference instead of how easy it is to get her out of there first of all. See, that is a little tricky. There we go. So a little bit of brute force ignorance. We'll get out of the plastic. Let me just pop her head on here. So we'll go do that one. Okay, so the helmet comes off really easy, but putting the heads on's a little stiff. But I quite like the look on that one.
It's good.
Yeah, even though she does look a little bit worried, which is fine. So pop that off. Oh. Okay. It's a little bit. That felt wet. I feel wet.
That's not good.
No, it felt really weird. Oh, it could just be the air in here is a bit humid, so that could be why. So that's Pink Ranger. We'll just pop it in. And now we get Zeo Ranger. Very cool. So the Zeo Ranger. Again, the pink is a bit odd. It's slightly darker on the chest. I don't know if you can see that. Again, you have your normal swivels, arms up and down, and great thing is she comes with a cat figure, so you can get PC here as well. I'm going to move her leg back because she's not going to kick the cat. That would be inappropriate. That would be bad. Don't do that at home, kids. That's not cool, alright? No. But yes, you can get this, and obviously pop it up somewhere. Which is kind of cool. Let's have a look. Let's see what else we have. Yeah, shield. Oh.
We do not have a shield anymore.
Yay! Which does want to sort of pop out. And I'll go grab this one. Right. So you have a little peg. So I'm guessing she can hold it sort of Captain America style. And also on the wrist like that as well. So you can, if you want, do like that. Or throw it down. I meant to do that. There you go. Clip it on like this, so you can have it sort of sideways on. It doesn't have a huge amount of resistance when it clips, but I can see it causing paint rub in the future, so I think it's one of those, once you've got it the way you want it, you probably want to keep it like that for display. Playing with the figure, you know, if you're of that age that you play with figures instead of collecting them, I can imagine over time that probably would sort of rub off and you'd end up with a bit of grey or a little bit of white on the connector. Alright, so looking at what Zeo comes with, I should pop it out. You get the normal sword, which is very well painted. I do like that. So you can put both in her hands. She can be all sword and shield. I almost went, by the power of Grayskull. Wrong series. Wrong series. Alright, so we'll just do that like this. Alright. And get your blast effect. There is supposed to be a blast effect that connects to the shield, but I'm not sure which one connects to it. Which is interesting. Oh, that one. Ah, right, okay. So it goes in slats like that. So you can connect it in like this.
That's pretty cool.
Which I do sort of like. And now, obviously, you know, we've got to do the head challenge. Which head looks better? So, let's see, we've got two heads. Two heads are better than one. Oh, slightly harder, but not as bad as some of the figures taking the head off. There have been a couple that I've tried to pull off, and yeah, you do feel like you're going to break the neck. This did surprisingly come off quite well. So I'm just going to pop the helmet down there. We'll pop on the ponytailed head first. So we can have a look. Almost as if this is a suggestion, this is the one that you should put on this body, but you know, it's up to you. Do what you feel. If you feel it's better to have Jason's head on her body, go nuts. You do you. Ugh, that was a bit of a tight fit. But what do you think? Do you think, Alex, that that looks better on there? Or do you think that was a satisfying pop? I like that. Alright. Or do you think that looks better?
I think the ponytail for Mighty Morphin, because that's sort of what I remember her hair being tied up.
Yeah, I remember that as well.
She's like, I'm the new Pink Ranger.
I think it was more Olivia Newton-John sounding than that.
Yeah.
Hold on, I'm the new Pink Ranger. I don't know what accent that was, by the way. Because I'm from somewhere. I don't know where I'm from.
I think the without the ponytail works with Zeo.
Yeah, I think so. And she looks a lot happier than she did when I got her out of the box. It's as if the universe went, no, this is the right body for my head. Pop that back on. You do also get, with the Zeo figure, so I'll just pop that down like that. And obviously she goes, hello Zordon, I'm Australian or something. Because that's apparently how she sounded, completely, 100%, regardless of what you say in the comments. Right, she doesn't sound like that, we know this, come on. Right, put that like that. So with Mighty Morphin, we get, so I'll show you the blaster first. Right, give me a break. So, if I can just get out of the plastic, come on, there we go. I will say the plastic is very good. It's very difficult to get these things out, which means that obviously they travelled well. I've just realised I'm doing this video in the world's dirtiest shirt. Like, this has got my lunch on it.
I only realised that after.
After I sort of said like, hey everyone, please comment on my shirt, it's filthy, right? Just keeping it real, right? So, don't do, what do you learn from this, kids? What do you learn from this? don't do videos after you've had your lunch. Alright, because if you're like me and you're going to get it on your front, it's going to happen. Sorry. Alright, so yeah, you do get the blaster, which has got a nice little effect on there as well. In relation to the Zeo kind of symbol. Mine, for some weird reason, has an odd droop, and I kind of do want to correct that, but I remember where I'm going to break it. Hold on. Oh, I fixed it.
Yay.
Yay. Okay. I don't know how I've managed to get piri piri down my front. Like, did I miss my mouth? It's big enough, right? How can I miss it? Anyway, so you can put the blaster. I'm going to put the blaster in a holster. You know, I feel like it needs to be done. Right, now you need to remind me which one it is. Is it that one? Yes, it is, isn't it? Yeah.
Oh, yeah,
That feels right.
Because the other one's for the, yeah.
Yeah. I was going to make a comment about it, but I'm not going to. I'm going to leave that to unsavory people in the comments. But yes, so there we go. And I feel like I've got to move your arm out of the way a bit. There we go. Yeah, don't stretch your arm like that in real life. It's not good. Even if you feel you're that flexible, don't do it.
Might hurt.
Not without stretching first. Right, so we pop that in like that. Which has got a nice fit actually compared to the Kimberly one. It seems to slide in there quite well. The one thing I will say is on the back, there's more of a noticeable hinge. I don't think that's a bad thing. I think that's just where they've realised that a lot of stress on the heads. I want to say bolt, but that's wrong, isn't it?
I don't know what you call it, but
I do, but it's gone out of my head. Hey, out of my head. Yeah, it's that thing that you sort of bolt it onto. If you know what it's called, tell me. 'Cause, you know. Anyway, it appears to be more noticeable in here, and one of the things is you can literally just, without a great deal of stress, take the head off, which is pretty cool. You're not fighting with the figure to remove the head. It's satisfying pop, something like that.
like some of the others.
Yes, yeah. Both, well, I'll show you. Hold on. Got to put the bow in. You've got to put the bow in because you've got to do it, right? They do suffer with that joint feeling like it's going to break, but just take your time. First time you do it, it will, you know, work as it's supposed to. We'll put that in here if we can. Okay. I will say the bow, probably putting it in the wrong hand, doesn't feel much different, but this feels slightly more raised than the Kimberly one. I don't know if it's just me noticing it this time around, or whether it is genuinely different.
Could be.
Well, I mean, I've noticed that the head sculpt is definitely different. I don't mean the character head sculpt, I mean the helmet head sculpt. I mean, obviously, like, they did this for Kimberly, right? Come on now.
Yeah, that's Kimberly.
Oh yeah, complete 100%.
Blonde. An Australian.
Could you imagine? It was like, hello, no, I'm Kimberly, I'm exactly the same person. Oh god. Part of me goes,
we're the same height too.
Catherine, I'm so sorry if you ever see this video, right? Because I know you don't sound like that. Right. Poor Cat. We love Catherine, by the way.
Of course.
Just to clarify.
Of course we do.
She's lovely. But yeah, if she ever saw this video, she would be like, I don't sound like that. What even is that voice, right? Anyway.
That's not Australian.
That's not Australian. It could be Kimberly, where it's like, hi, yeah, I'm Kimberly, because that's how Kimberly sounds too, right? So,
yeah.
I'm gonna get so much voiceover work from this video, it's not even real, right? Instead of being like, hi, I'm Kimberly, because you know that's how Kimberly sounded, clearly. Okay. So yeah, you can do that if you want. It's not the best, but you can put it in so that it's sort of almost If I can't fire it, I'm going to throw it at you.
I'll throw it at you.
Yeah. Take that, punchy pig. Right. Yeah, I have done this on my other figures, so I know you can do it. I'm just being a bit rubbish for some reason. There we go. Yay! Might get my dinner down my front, but I can certainly put that in there. Right, there we go. Put the arrow in her hand. So yeah, that's another cool way of doing it, because a lot of people, they tend to do the obvious and put it between her fingers, and but I kind of like that. I think that looks pretty cool. That's one of my favourites. Alright, so there's a blast effect as well, which is a bit odd because I don't know where that goes. I assume that is supposed to be from the gun.
Yeah, I'm thinking that.
So,
because I don't think you can put it on the shield, because you've already got a shield effect.
There's nowhere for it to clip on, because I was really confused initially, because I've obviously seen pictures of this out in the wild. And for me, it looked almost like there's a Marvel figure for Captain America that's got peg holes in it so that you can put the effects in. I was expecting something similar with this. So to get an effect that doesn't actually, you know, harm the overall aesthetic, it just literally slides in there, as you can see. Fat finger out the way. It literally slides in between that gap there. Okay. But yeah, we'll try and put this on, see how it goes. Yeah, it does go on there. It's not the best fit in the world. Literally sneeze and it will come off. Mind you, don't sneeze on it anyway, it's green. I don't think you'll be able to tell the difference. Yeah, why is it green as well? Like, it's the Pink Ranger. Why have they got a green blast effect?
Don't know.
Answers in the comments, please.
Ivan Ooze.
Ivan Ooze. Ivan Ooze wasn't part of Zeo.
No.
Well, no.
He could appear in Zeo.
In Zeo. Could you imagine? For no reason, it just rocks up. There you go. I get a feeling over time that's going to break. Yeah. So I'm not going to put the effect on there anymore. I'm just going to pop it in a holster. But yeah, overall, because the reason that you're probably going to get this is for this figure. She is pretty special. Like, she looks really good. The only little criticisms I have aren't really criticisms of this figure, it's more criticisms of the other Zeo line members. She's got the gold on the cuffs, but not all of them have that. And she also has some detail which really confused me. Why has she got black on the bottom of her boots when none of the other ones in that, you know, as the Zeo Rangers, have that at the bottom of their boots? So she's going to look like the odd one out next to all the others.
Well, I guess she is, because she's Australian.
Are you holding that against her?
Of course not.
Don't hold that against her, alright? She's my favourite Olivia Newton-John Ranger. Catherine, we love you. But, I must admit, when she initially took over, I was like, who is she? Who is this? She's not Kimberly. Who is she? Yeah, I think we all had that moment, but she's cool, and we love her. You do get some other fists as well. So I'll just pop one.
That's one of them.
And you can tell by the way it popped out the plastic. Rotate chop hand. There we go. It's pretty cool. You could also say it's a really bad high five hand, because if anyone ever high fives you like this, call the police, they need assistance. But on a serious note, right? So we have like a fist hand as well. Oh, I know what that really is. That's the backhand slap hand. For when Batman slaps Robin, that's what the hands were. But no, that's supposed to be a karate chop hand, I believe. So yeah, you get those two. So I'll just put them in there. Okay. also another fist. I guess one is left and one is right. So you could have both of them going like this, which would be a good pose actually. That'd be pretty cool. And also, oh, I see what they've done. Right, so you've got 2 fist hands and 2 karate chop hands. What I'd be tempted to do is pull both hands out and give her both these hands so you can kind of do the robot dance. I don't know why anyone would do that other than me. I don't know what's wrong with me. But yeah, so we've got, so you get the 2 heads, the multiple hands.
The Linda Hamilton head.
Which one do you reckon looks like Linda Hamilton, that one? Is that what you reckon?
Yeah, just parts of the face look, I don't know, like, not the hair, but parts of the facial structure. It reminds me of Linda Hamilton.
You're right, actually, the more I look at it, she does have that look of, we can just get her out of frame slightly a minute, so I just do this, and then I can go, sort of, Linda Connor? Sorry, Linda Connor? Who's Linda Connor?
Sarah.
I know, after I said it, I'm thinking Linda Carter, she's Wonder Woman. Like, what? Sorry, yeah. Try that again. Sarah Connor. Yes! Right, so yeah, you could do that if you wanted to with that head, I suppose. It could be worse, because you know the Orion from, is it In Space? In Space Silver? Looks like Jay Leno. Apparently.
Wow.
I've seen it IRL, and I don't think it does. I think it's just the shot, you know, that was taken for the promotional. The lighting makes it look like Jay Leno. But yeah, so I think, to be honest, they are both pretty epic. Question you might ask yourself is it worth it for the double dip? Well, yeah, mileage will vary on that. If you feel that you do need one just to put a Catherine head on, so that you can have the other one with the Kimberly head, then sure, go nuts. Or if you've missed out on it, then get it. Definitely worth it. Zeo Ranger 1. Yeah. I couldn't remember their numbers. I don't know why I struggled with that. Like, it's a circle, it's going to be 1, right? Where, you know, 3 is going to be a triangle. Yeah, it's quite obvious.
Yeah.
Anyway, shield is amazing. Like, the detail is brilliant on there. The detail overall is good. The only negatives are that it's different shades of pink for different parts of the body. Again, depends if that will annoy you, or whether, you know, you have real OCD with it. I'm looking at it, and the more I look at it, the more it is upsetting me, but I'm coping. Like, I'm not going to lose any sleep because it's different.
The gold trim and the black on the shoes.
Yeah. The thing I did want to check is the joints. How are they? Yeah, they're good. Okay, cool. Because she did move her foot slightly. I'm thinking she's going to fall over when I try and put her out. Yeah, just generally everything is really good. The only thing that I can't see because I have such bad eyesight is what queen is that? Is it a crane or is it a pterodactyl?
Can't.
Or is it just a blurry gold mass?
Can't really tell.
I can't tell because I need glasses to see anyway. If I take them off and I get, it's not going to work for me at all. So I don't know is the answer to that question. But either way, I say if you has the monies and you do want to get this, double dipping or not, highly worth getting. Very good. Out of, what do we reckon out of 5? What would we give this? Or should we go to 5 each? Because it's a 2-pack. Tricky question.
Because if you put it together, you might be bringing the rating down of one of them when one of them, you know.
That's why I'm thinking, all right, we'll do them as, I'll do it as a 3 thing. We'll do it as an overall, and that way it'll bring it down or up. And we can also look at the argument on here of which one is better. Ooh, dangerous territory. So I think personally on this, the Zeo is better. Loving the amount of detail and the love that's on this figure. Like, it's so good. You've got the little belt attachment on the back, you've got the detail of the coin buckle on the front, you know, with all of the Rangers insignia on there. You've even got the detail on the back of the boots, for goodness sake. It's like, it's so well made, like it's so good. Again, one of the benefits is also a bit of a curse. In the bottom,
Yeah.
so it won't match
The rest.
It's kind of annoying. But I guess, you know, you should never, you know, put them at the back, but you could put them at the back because that way you wouldn't see the feet. I disagree with doing that. That's bad and I wouldn't do that, but you can, you know, each your own. What do I think of this one? I love the attempt at it. The head sculpt for the helmet is different, only marginally, not hugely different. I will also say that overall, you know, the detail on here is much better. She doesn't seem as bow-legged as the Kimberly figure, which is pretty good. You've got all the articulation there that you would get normally. You can actually put that in her hand. That's pretty good. You do get different hands with it. For this one, I would say, you know, a 4 out of 5, which is pretty good. For the Zeo, I would say that's a 5 out of 5, really, or 4.5. 4.5 out of 5 and a 4 out of 5. Overall, as a pack, I would say together, it's, you know, a definite 4 out of 5 effort on this. Sorry, 4.5 out of 5 effort for this, because you do get stuff that you would have completely forgotten about, like PC, for example, is just such a cool inclusion. And yes, there is no articulation on the cat. It just literally is a posable piece that you put down and you leave it. You know, posable? No, because it doesn't move, so it's not really posable. But you know what I mean. Like, you put it down and you just sort of forget about it, really. But it's a cool thing to have that you can sort of pop with the other Rangers if you want to, and it looks really cool. Anyway, I think that wraps up our review. There's not really a lot else to really say other than to show the beautiful box itself. So some beautiful photograph on there, and the artwork, literally, as I spin around, covers both sides. So you get, you know, Zeo, and you get your Mighty Morphin. Anyway, thank you for joining us on this video, and until next time.